Then those rain totals will really ramp up. The heaviest is going to stay to the west and up to our north, where we could see anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of rain there. Locally, thinking more like 3/4 of an inch up to about 1 1/4 inches of rain by the time this storm system exits. Today, up to about 35, even 40 miles an hour. Heading into tomorrow morning, though, those winds start to calm down. It's going to be a much better Wednesday. The cloud cover will be in on the increase, and yet we've got another clipper system on the way that's going to bump those wind speeds up yet again. But the storm, just take it easy. We have to remember how to drive again in the winter. We've got the sunshine right now, though. Really no problems. Maybe a little sun glare for your drive home. 25 degrees. Yes, it is cold. Notice that wind from the west, still about 20 miles an hour. Like I said, a little harder to drive out there. Look out the window from our Discovery World Tower Cam. You can barely see downtown. You can see it, but just barely because of that blowing snow, because of that horizontally falling snow. 31 degrees officially at the airport, and yes, those winds today. 47 was our high today in Milwaukee, 44 in La Crosse, 43 in Madison, and 51 even in Chicago. Hit 40 degrees in Green Bay, and still some of us are in the 40s right now. 40 in Fond du Lac, 41 in Port Washington. Yeah, about 20 degrees warmer compared to yesterday. And anytime we get these huge fluctuations in the temps, it actually makes the ice incredibly vulnerable and really not so great. The Wisconsin DNR posting this video on their Facebook page. This is actually an ice volcano. Take a look at some of those max wind gusts, though, for the day today. West Bend this morning, a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust there at 9:30, and right along the lakefront, we've had very close to 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts throughout the day. So it has been a bit on the blustery side. Those winds starting to calm, moist air starting to move back in. The problem with the warmer, moist air is that it brings a little bit more in terms of cloud cover back into the forecast as well. So yes, while we had clear skies today, our temps were slightly cooler. Tomorrow, those winds are going to be relatively light from the sun in the form of some rain showers. Those will ramp up, of course, during the evening commute and continue relatively steadily overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Then I think as we get into your Tuesday afternoon, starting to watch a little bit of drier air start to push on in. Notice the snow counties right now, but south of this warm front means we are still talking about rain all day today, except the rain showers will be diminishing, maybe a little light drizzle afterward. Where they're getting the cold air, that's everywhere you see this purple. Those are winter weather advisories, and in snow line has shifted off to the east, so main impact areas are going to be from Chicago down to the south to around Champaign, Illinois, through Gary, Indiana, all the way up through Grand Rapids, Michigan. For us, just looking at a slight chance of a little bit of a brief period of minutes of skin being exposed to the outdoor air. Then after that advisory expires, we will be looking at yet another one. Winter weather advisory, not a wind chill, but this one's for snow that comes in. That starts at noon on Thursday and continues until 9 p.m. at 38 degrees on Saturday for a high, so getting close to flirting with 40. It will be a bit on the windy side. The clouds hanging around. We could talk about a little bit of drizzle as well. On Sunday, slightly cooler, could see a stray flurry, but overall going to be a pretty spectacular. No, but it's not just the snow it's going to bring. It's going to bring wind and really heavy wet snow that could create several power outages and trees down, limbs down, a lot of flight delays in that area as well expected, especially as the system ramps up. The worst of it will be 10 miles an hour. 30 degrees like I said, though, at least we don't have the snow showing up on Storm Team 4 Max right now. Maybe a few high thin clouds, but high pressure exposed to the outdoor air. On in, then and after that's that calm those advisory down, that is sinking air, prevents any winter weather advisory. Not a wind chill. We do have another storm system though brewing out over the Rockies. That's going to bring some rain showers until 9 p.m. Notice though, it's still dry at 10 p.m. The wind's still staying brisk as we go into Thursday morning. The clouds will be increasing. That's when the wind chills are going to be the coldest.